Well, hi, this is Senior Sales Director Dana DeCaligon Blanchard coming to you in place of National Sales Director Kristen Sharp on this thankful Thursday. So grateful to sit in for Kristen and to just share with you for a few minutes on why I absolutely love December in my Mary Kay business and how you can make this a December to remember for yourself. I love my Mary Kay Decembers for so many reasons. When my children were growing up, I loved being able to be at school for all their fun little activities and to be able to volunteer and do those fun things, just like Kristen is doing now. It was so fun for me to be able to be there for all those special moments with my kids when they were little. I love my Mary Kay business, of course, for the fun that it is in December when you can sell to your customers. Just to wake up in the morning and decide, you know what, I need some extra funds for Christmas shopping or for the fun activities I'd like to do with my family has always been such a special gift for me and a wonderful perk. Being able to be full-time as a sales director meant that I had the freedom and flexibility to shop when the stores were quiet. There's a Target right near my house. My sister lives across town, and there's a Target near her. So she doesn't come to my Target very often. Mine's a little bit smaller. She came to mine the other day and said, wait a minute, yours is way quiet. It's quiet in the morning. And I said, yeah, I get there at 8 o'clock when the stores open, and it's my private Target. It's my favorite time. Don't we all love our private little Target time? But to have Target time and to have those fun activities with my kids are just some of the reasons why I love December. I actually finished DIQ in the month of December. Like, I don't recommend it. It's not something that normally I would say, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. It was a challenging month for me to finish DIQ in December years ago. But I'm so grateful that I did because forever it has left me with the knowledge that there's a lot of Mary Kay business that can happen in the month of December. So if you have big goals that you haven't reached yet, then don't put it on the shelf. Do not call the month done because it's Christmas, just because it's the holidays, just because there are activities, just because you can do absolutely anything that you put your mind to. And in my December DIQ finishing month, I needed 13 people to wrap up. And as the daughter of a national sales director, there was no way that my mother was going to let me finish with minimums. I was expected to go above and beyond. So in that month, I actually added 6 personal team members new to my business between Christmas and New Year. Just during that week, 6 personals. And I'm not telling you that to brag or boast. I'm telling you that it's possible, and women make life-changing decisions any time in the month, and especially as we're approaching a new year. And boy, what a year has this been. As we turn the calendar page, many of us are already thinking about the things that we'd like to do in the new year, the freedom and flexibility perhaps that we'd like to enjoy on a little bit of a different basis, the financial benefits of a Mary Kay business. All of those things still resonate with women, and they'll resonate even more in the people that are in your circle and your sphere of influence. I think women today need more personal contact than ever, and our Mary Kay business facilitates that. So it may look different. It may be through a screen, whereas it would have been in person and needed me in years past. But women need that personal connection. They need to be reached out to. They need a little companionship. They need a little pampering and to feel good. So this is a perfect month for you to reach out to customers and friends and offer them some of that connection that we have in our Mary Kay business. In thinking about that month that I finished up DIQ, my dad was traveling internationally, and my dad was a very involved Mary Kay husband. My mom was actually still a top director at the time. And my dad is the reason why I joined Mary Kay. He's the one that sat me down and said, okay, you need to do Mary Kay. You like to be your own boss. You like to sleep late and not have anybody tell you what to do. And he gave me all those reasons when I was a brand new college graduate and encouraged me to do this as a very part-time thing in addition to my job at the time. And so my dad would call me every day that last month of DIQ and say, okay, who's on your hit list today? And we'd go over names, and if the same name kept popping up too many times, he'd say, you've got to either call or scratch off the list. And every day a new list. During that month, my mom shared with me that she had met a male sales director at one point in her career, and she asked him, what do you think that your success is from? he was moving pretty rapidly in his business. And he told her, I find that women book to fill the days available and I book to fill the hours available. Wow. When she told me and repeated that statement, it really shifted my thinking and how I needed to approach scheduling my appointments for sharing the opportunity as well as sharing the product. And that made a huge difference for me from there on out. So, it's been 20 years that I've been a sales director, and I finished that crazy DIQ month, but it served me so well over the years. And I know that month it was about focused energy. And many times in my business, earning the use of career cars, our very first pink Cadillac, there are many times I can think back and those lessons that I learned to be able to use focused energy. Focused energy can sometimes be seen in men on Christmas Eve who haven't done any shopping yet. They get focused energy really quickly. Focused energy can be found in so many areas of our life, but it is such a powerful tool. So I want to share with you really quickly a little bit about focused energy and how that can help you have a December to remember. I read this great little book, and if you're a reader or I'm an audiobook junkie, the book is by John Gordon, and it's a business fable, and it's called The Energy Bus. And you may or may not have read business fables before, little books like Who Moved My Cheese, where they're just fun little stories with the lessons packed in. I feel like Mary Kay Ash herself was a lover of a business fable. She loved telling little stories, and they often were her own personal stories with those little nuggets built in. Well, this little book is a great one, and I was reminded of it recently. I read it not too long ago, and it is just the greatest little book to tell these wonderful stories of how we can use positive, focused energy to really impact our lives. So it really goes through 10 secrets about how to approach life and work with positive, forward thinking that can lead to accomplishment. Every person, every business has to overcome negativity and challenges, and nobody goes through life untested. So these kinds of positive energy, vision, trust, optimism, purpose, it defines us in creating success. So in his book, I'll tell you just a little bit about it. So in the Energy Bus book, John Gordon tells the story of George. It's a Monday morning. He walks out his front door and he has a flat tire. But this is the least of his problems. His life is a mess. His marriage is a mess. His work life is a mess. He's leading his team on this huge project. And if he does not lead his team through this project successfully, he's going to lose his job. If he loses his job, his wife is done. His marriage is done. It's just all going to be a house of cards that comes tumbling down. So he is forced to take the bus to work. And on the bus, George meets this bus driver, and she's a unique character. And then there's a unique set of passengers on the bus. And over the course of 2 weeks, he ends up riding the bus for 2 weeks. Over the course of 2 weeks, they share with him 10 rules for the ride of his life. And it totally changes his life around during those 2 weeks. So I'm going to share with you the 10 rules. I encourage you to read the book to get the whole, bang of every single one of these little 10 nuggets. But I'll share with you these 10 rules for your life that can help you to create some focused, passionate energy in your Mary Kay business to make it a December to remember and launch you into the next year. So here are the 10 rules. Number 1, you're the driver of the bus. Wow, interesting concept. But it's up to you, and it's up to you. Number 2, desire, vision, and focus and move your bus in the right direction. Number 3, fuel your ride with positive energy. Number 4, invite people on your bus and share your vision for the road ahead. Number 5, don't waste your energy on those who don't get on your bus. Number 6, post a sign that says, "No energy vampires allowed on your bus." Number 7, enthusiasm attracts more passengers and energizes them during the ride. Number 8, love your passengers. Number 9, drive with purpose. And number 10, have fun and enjoy the ride. Well, the same can be true for your Mary Kay business. Have fun with it. Enjoy the ride. It's certainly been a fun journey in the 37 years my mom spent as an active national sales director, and then the years since that she is now a national sales director emeritus. What a fun ride it's been for us and for our family. And then now as I've had my own Mary Kay business and career and my children and our family. Just this week I walked over to her house, and at the front door was her gift from Mary Kay, her Christmas present with a beautiful fur throw blanket, huge, enough to go across her entire bed, and a beautiful Kendra Scott gift. And us, our wonderful company, we have such a wonderful business, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. And I hope you are too, and that you share what we have just from your heart. Just share from the heart our incredible business and make it a December to remember. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.